Froze. The mind is a terrible thing to waste. That is why one must focus. Ha. Let's get it! I pop at the cut like I'm Tenjo. I wanna run some Joso. Cut through an all blood like a ninja. I wanna run with the ninja. I pop at the cut like I'm Tenjo. I wanna run some Joso. Cut through an all blood like a ninja. I wanna run with the ninja. Yeah. Ready?
Go.
Peace, family. This video right here is about Odd Nation supports Donald Trump and Dr. Shiva. Now I want to say this as a young black man who gets attacked by his community or was attacked by his community for supporting Donald Trump, Dr. Shiva, and Robert Steele. Okay? Most of you guys can't even fucking read. Let's just say that. So please don't attack me for reading books and then making assertive decisions and critically thought out decisions based upon information and intelligence that I've gathered. Okay? So based upon reading how Donald Trump is making America great again, based upon actually knowing Dr. Shiva and being able to call him on the phone, not only interviewing him in front of the world, which that interview is posted on Odd University if you wish to see, regarding his beautiful invention of Cytosolve, on top of the fact he's the guy who fucking invented the goddamn email, and actually doing lectures since 2016. One of them I did called The Secrets of the Occult, and the other one was called Human Trafficking. I did a lecture in Compton, California, where I actually showed Robert Steele before I even knew that he knew that I existed. So based upon these evidence, right? Sometimes as adults, we don't know everything, but we know what we know. I believe Donald Trump is a good man, despite the fact he's a fucking white man. I believe he's a good man. I believe he means well, and I believe that he respects people's individual and privacy and constitutional rights. That's good enough for me to support him. He's also against human trafficking. That's good enough for me to support. Now, I don't believe Donald Trump may be fully up to date psychologically about the harmful effects of vaccines. Why? Because he's not a fucking scientist. So he may not know. That is where I come in, to explain and brief him. Okay? Why would I feel that I'm intelligent enough to explain and brief Donald Trump? Because I got a shout out from the CIA assholes, not you. And so with that being said, Dr. Shiva, okay, also is a practitioner in forms of medicine that I totally agree with. And me, myself, I'm looking to educate myself in those fields. I not only have all of Dr. Shiva's books, I have my own medicine books that I'm studying. Okay? So, not only do I support these three gentlemen, okay? If the black community does not support me supporting these three gentlemen, you don't fucking truly support me. So, I'm only speaking on behalf of Odd Nation and black people who want to join Odd Nation, no matter where you are around the world. Odd Nation, through my holistic healing program, okay, will be looking to interact with Dr. Shiva and Donald Trump on behalf of the American people, whether you're black or white. I've met Dr. Emmanuel Samuels. If I'm saying this beautiful queen's right. I met her in front of the fucking White House during my 1776 Freedom Tour. I met the megaphone Marine. You did not. I met and actually spoke with the Doctors of America. And if that video was deleted off my last channel, but if anybody has that video, please DM me or put the link in the comments to this video so I can repost that. All of the people that you guys are just doing this about actually got out there on the front lines with these people, okay? Also, I want to say this. My beautiful attorney, who's very intelligent, and I'm no disrespect to anybody out there. I like to read. I like intellectual shit. Chris Armenta. Fully support Chris Armenta. Not just because she's my attorney, but because I love people who put in and do the work. Also, there's two other people who I want to name drop right now. General Flynn. Got a dab for the general. Yup. General Flynn, General Michael Flynn to be exact. We fully support, our Army fully supports General Michael Flynn. Fully support. Fully support. However you may need support. We'll support General Flynn on behalf of this country. Also, we support Sidney Powell, his beautiful great attorney. Facts. And also, just to throw this in there, we support people overseas in the East, particularly people who still hold on to their culture, their traditional Chinese practitioners, aka the Taoists and the Taoists, the Buddhist monks, the ninjas, the samurais, and the people who still don't hold on to their tradition in Japan and Hong Kong. And so, I am projected to be the most wealthiest man in the world right now. I've been holding myself down in the courtroom for a very long time. Since I was about 17 or 18 years old. Okay? My judge, who wrongfully convicted me of this last firearm, I was able to get my verdict set aside on a 330-30 motion. Motion to set aside a verdict immediately after conviction, getting my judge on 13 grounds. One of those grounds being a repugnant verdict. What was the repugnant verdict? My judge said I was guilty of paint chips being on a firearm after stopping my trial 2 days in, 2.5 years after I caught the case, which is illegal. The judge cannot assist the prosecution in gaining a conviction. Not only did my judge assist the prosecution in gaining a conviction, he based it upon evidence that was never presented. All officers testified that there was no markings or scratches or any identifiable marks on the gun that would make it visibly identifiable from any other weapon. Both officers were disbanded from their goddamn Taliban task force, and they also denied me a DNA test, the judge and the district attorney, and denied me forensics. So here's the thing, if you allegedly never did forensics on a firearm, where the fuck did paint chips on the firearm come from? So the judge literally made up some evidence out of thin air to convict me. Okay? And I'm still fighting that case right now, being represented, okay, by Thomas Holgram. If I'm saying this gentleman's name right, who's been holding me down. And so with that being said, I am projected right now to be the wealthiest man in the world. Don't worry about how. You can mind your fucking business. But with that being said, all of these entities that I just named, I would love and wish to continue to work with and do business with. Period. Square business. Not bullshit business. Nothing. I want to say this. All of my money is clean, despite the fact I'm a black man in America. Smoke a little reefer, a little bit of reefer, a little bit of wine, but none of the other shit you see these crazy ass, no disrespect, American white kids out here doing. No ecstasy, cocaine, LSD, methamphetamine, or any of the other shit. A little bit of reefer, officer, a little bit of reefer, okay, a little bit of reefer, alright? Recreational use. A little bit of wine, that is all. And so that being said, to my community, if you do not support our nation 100%, guess what? You will be left the fuck behind. Simple as that. You will be left the fuck behind. This is not a bullying thing. This is not a scam. This is a common sense and intelligence and rationality and logical decision that I'm making here. I am smarter than the average black person in this country, so I'm not listening to the average black person in this fucking country. Would you agree?
Agreed.
Agreed. You're not gonna know. If we're in the jungle and that's a fucking crocodile right there, that's a fucking crocodile right there. You're not gonna tell me to step on a crocodile. I have been reading and reciting and retaining information for 10 plus years, since I was 15, 16, 17 years old. I have a $100,000 plus library. I am smarter than you. Period. I'm not going. Have you seen me go to a club?
No.
Have any of y'all seen me in the club? No. As much as my children's mothers may try to attack me, I party in a house with a bunch of guys that I'm employed by. The women that I talk to are the same women. I keep my circle this goddamn small. So the image of me entertaining and having fun, that is entertainment and for my brand. But I'm not actually out here doing shit. I'm actually in the house. What did we do last night? We stretched. We stretched and meditated at like 12 o'clock at night. We're healthy over here. I have chakra tattoos, not gang tattoos. Chakra tattoos, okay? All of this shit is spiritual. Now, on top of the fact, whether you believe it or not, I have been abducted by extraterrestrials before. Now, that may be entertainment to you, it may not be. But due to my personal experiences, because nobody's going to tell me about what happened to me. Due to my personal experiences, I believe there are intelligent species of beings watching over this planet, watching each and everything all of us do. And the shit you think you're getting away with, you're not. It's being recorded in your Akashic records. Now, you may have never heard of the Akashic records. It's something a little bit more important than your criminal record. And with that being said, you might want to be mindful of that as well, because you are being watched and observed in all your thoughts, feelings, actions, and behaviors. And with that being said, the message that I have been given by the Most High is for you to stop destroying nature. Simple. Does that sound like something that's difficult for you to abide by?
Not at all.
Enjoy your life. Don't destroy nature unnecessarily. That's it. What the fuck is y'all doing on planet Earth? Now, you may think I'm crazy. You may think I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. That is your opinion. But I'll tell you what. I am about to become the most wealthiest black man, or probably man, in the fucking world to have ever existed. Okay? I'm going to pass down all of my assets to my children, as I have publicly made it known since I was 17 years old. I don't approve of gang culture, gang banging, or any of that dumb shit you guys like to do. I'll never approve of it. It's toxic for the community. We need to be educating these children. I'm getting ready to come around and do healthy things for the children. Also, to communities outside of my community, if anybody knows anything about violence in black history, it's me. We know about slavery. We know about the lynching. We know who did what. We know the Arabs started the goddamn slave trade. And we know that as a consequence of the Arabs starting the slave trade, other races of people jumped in because they were in a misfortunate position. Let's just say that. So what we're going to do here is we're going to calm all that shit down. We're going to cut all that shit out. And everybody's going to get some money, and everybody's going to respect everybody's culture, and nobody's going to steal anybody's culture who doesn't belong to them, or try to destroy anybody's cultural history or cultural property that doesn't belong to them. Everybody's going to get exactly what the fuck they deserve. And they're going to build for their own selves. And if you need some help, guess what we're going to do? We're going to be grown men and women, and we're going to ask for legitimate help. And I don't know what the fuck you guys got going on, but I don't do underhanded sideball shit, and I don't set people up. Have you ever seen me set somebody up?
No.
Have you ever heard me tell you to set somebody up?
Hell no.
I did 3.5 years in jail. I've never set people up. I've handled my own problems myself, though. That's true. I've went to the yard and pressed a big homie of the Bloods before. That's true. Who turned out to be a rat. Don't believe me? Go listen to my song Roroni Kenshin, okay? And with that being said, I've never set people up. I've never played any females. I've never done wrong by any women. I've never done wrong by anybody. Only thing I've ever tried to do was survive, because unfortunately I had a piece of shit community who didn't watch their own kids, and I've been homeless since I was a kid, and I sold a hell of a lot of weed. And I was good at that as well. No disrespect, but I did make $40,000 at 17, 7 weeks. Listen here. What I said, I was hustling on Broadway and Burst. Go listen to Roroni Kitchen. Yeah. And so that being said, I've been getting money since I was young. I'm just wise and intelligent now, and I'm spiritual. So I'm pretty much the hustle monk. You are. But with that being said, if you are black and you're not falling in line with the chain of command of our nation, you will be left behind. I'm not accounting for you. I'm not approving of you. I have no fucking clue what you're doing with your life. I have nothing to say about that. Also, if you're black and you have an issue with anybody that you see me supporting, you can go fuck yourself. That is what you can do. Go fuck yourself. Go live your life. Go do what you want to do. Let me do what I want to do. Because as you've heard me say personally, Lou, as, I don't want to say a follower, as a student, as an observer,
supporter,
as a supporter, as a wise growing man, right? I have done what you call walk the path of the flaming swordsman. Did that years ago,
right.
Okay? Did that years ago. Did it on an individual and a worldly level. Okay, if you're into tarot reading or the master or the minor or the major arcana, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I've already conquered the individual and the global level of the flaming sword. I've already went from the hermit to the magician. Now I'm just like a magician around a bunch of dumbass idiots. And so with that being said, I know exactly what the fuck I'm doing and where I'm going in life. Know exactly. I'm not here to argue with you. As I always say, you're talking during the test and you're telling me that you're right and I'm wrong, and we didn't even get the damn test back to be graded. We're still circling answers, and some of y'all telling me, no, it's not B, it's C. Listen, bitch, wait till the teacher graded and give it back and we'll see who's right. The teacher in life is what? Life. There's no greater teacher in life than life. You can tell me you can swim, and I can tell you I can swim, but guess how we gonna find out who can really swim? When we jump in that goddamn water. Right or wrong?
Right.
Okay then. So if that's the case, I am probably the #1 teacher in the universe. in the world, in America. If not, I'm like in the top 3 at least. So I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I would once again like to say I am the most educated black man in the world. Okay? And what I say goes on behalf of black people. And if black people don't want to listen to me by falling in line with Otten Nation and subscribing to OttenUniversity.com right now, okay, and getting the family pack and educating themselves and their family, you all can go fuck yourselves. Why? Because y'all have never supported me as a community. You still don't support me now. My own children's mothers don't even support me now. Okay? And support my mind and my direction. So it's pretty much evident that black people in this day and age in America do not support intellect. But guess who has been supporting my mind this entire time? The white man. Same motherfucker y'all told me, same motherfucker Louis Farrakhan told me was the goddamn devil. Same motherfucker y'all told me da-da-da-da-da. This has been the only person who put a smile on their goddamn face when I show them the literature I read. This is the only person I can speak to and they can fully comprehend. Okay? Every rapper I've reached out to. Every rapper. Every black rapper, every black influencer, every black person I've reached out to has given me the cold shoulder. Guess who the fuck gave me an official stamp? A white man named Robert Steele. Jesus freaking weeks. And so I want to let you guys know, the train and the boat and the submarine for Otten Nation has took off. Fuck, it has took off. It's took off. Now we can beam you up, metaphorically speaking. I'll beam you up, but you better get in line now. Now. Because this train is taking off, baby. This train is taking off. I told you assholes, you got till August 1st to get your shit together. And up until that time, I'm going to be doing what I do in building with my good white friends and my good black friends who want to help. If you want to criticize and be a troll and be full of drama, that is on you. If you want to follow for the drama, that is on you. For example, I did an interview with Tasha K. Tasha K, I don't watch all Tasha K things, I won't lie. But I've seen her as a black woman. I support her as a black woman. Been a wino. Y'all know that. Y'all seen the wine things and everything. But I don't watch everything. I don't really care what celebrities do. But I'll tell you what. Tasha K as a black woman, right? Who's responsible for passing down the culture to the children. Would you agree with that?
Agreed.
She's fucking everything we know gets transferred to the children through the woman. This woman sat me on her platform for 2 hours. The most... I'm not even top 1%. I'm really top 9%. You have to make over $700,000 to be top 1%. I made $1.4 million last year. So that's actually $700,000 twice. Am I lying? So I'm actually in the top 0.1%. Bitch! Get it right. Elbow drop. Get it right. Get it right. Top 0.1%. Woo! Dad. Top 0.1% earners in the country. She had the #1 earner in the country last year on her platform. On top of the fact, I'm a top 0.1% intellect polymath. And this woman asked me about my foolish baby mother for 2 hours. Let me ask you a question. If you had someone who was a top 0.1% earner, top 0.1% intellect,
right,
entrepreneur,
right,
shot off from the CIA, #1 university in the world, undefeated in debates for 5 years. Would you ask me something other than drama? Yeah. So this goes to show you we cannot depend on the minds of these black women in America anymore. We can't depend on y'all. We can't depend on y'all. It's y'all and I don't want to say the white man, the homosexual white man versus the real men. That's what it is. The black, I'm not white. So white people, y'all got to tell. We gonna ask James O'Keefe and Project Veritas for their opinion on what their complaints is in the white community. We gonna ask Crystal Tini what her complaints is. But as a black man, I'm gonna tell you what my complaint is. I feel like black women and homosexual men have teamed up, along with Family Court and CPS, against men that just want to raise their goddamn kids the right way, the traditional way. Would you say? Would you agree?
Agree.
So, I want to say this. I am about to be the most wealthiest man in the world. If you do not fall in line with what the fuck I tell you to do, you can fend for yourself out here in the world. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. And I believe I got out everything I need to say. Do you think I've left anything out?
Nah, I feel like it's perfect.
Okay, let me end this here. I love my kids. I love my kids, despite the fact I have to be a fucking FaceTime dad, because their mother wants me to come back into danger. Okay, I left Buffalo because when I was younger, I had a troubled life, and I don't want somebody shooting up her mother's house. I don't want somebody doing something violent to her family's house because of what I had to go through as a kid. I don't want my kid in danger. But I'm dealing with a woman who wants to let people sell weed out of her car. She still wants to hang with niggas that run the street. She still wants to party. Or let me not say still. She did at the time. And now she wants me to come back into danger to visit my son. She wants someone who's a top 1% earner in the country to continuously walk into danger, endangering not just her life but her family's life in order to visit my son, when she could easily take a job by getting paid exactly what she makes, if not more, to simply just be a nanny or caregiver for my son and bring my son to me when I'm ready to see him. I'm not even trying to hog him. I just want to raise him. Why? Because I don't want my son to grow up and be a goddamn savage or a menace to society. Does that seem like an unreasonable request?
It's very reasonable.
So I want to say this. That's fucking crazy. But I don't know what the fuck is going on with these black women anymore. I know they gonna talk shit about Let me let y'all bitches know. Y'all can get, let me let y'all women know. Y'all can get prepared to see me and Lou doing the, what's them drinks called on Family Guy? The flailies.
Floatable man.
We doing the floatable man on y'all bitches. And yes, you can prepare for that. You can prepare for that. We going to Brazil, Lou. And there's some baddies in Brazil.
Oh yeah?
I'm not gonna lie to you. So y'all get ready now, get to talking shit now. You out there, what just get it, do it now. Cause we going to Brazil, okay? We going to Brazil. But I do got a real one. Over here. I'm not gonna lie. I got a real one over here. I'm not gonna say her name, but I got a real one. I got a real netter over here. But the majority of y'all women need to clean it up. Also, I want to say this. If you are a black woman and you wish to join Odd Nation, guess what? No weaves, no plastic surgery, none of that shit. Go figure it out. Whoever put it in, have them put it out. Whoever put it in, have them put it out. Also, we don't consume creatures over here. You know why? Because the Most High is watching. And even if the Most High wasn't watching, I'm not a fucking jaguar. I'm not a fucking jaguar. I don't jump out bushes and jump on rabbits and eat them. I have a herbivore dental structure. My jawline and my teeth and the infrastructure, the way I eat, is meant to grind, not tear and rip. So, I'm going to live according to my proper physiological navigational system. I'm going to eat a vegan as best as I can until I get to my land / vegetarian diet. I don't eat meat. If you're a woman and you want to join our nation, guess what, asshole? No more pork chops for you, okay? No more pork for you. You can barbecue and do everything you do with a healthy suggestion. Also, I want to say this. There's a store out here I'm quite fond of. I'm not going to say the name because you assholes are always trying to steal shit. But there's a store out here I'm quite fond of, and I'm simply going to be contacting their supplier. You know why? Because I'm opening up my own stores, and I simply just want them to bring their supply to my store. They don't have to change anything. And they will get the credit for the supply that they're supplying for my demand. And with that being said, I'm coming around the world right now. Either you are with it or you are not. And with that being said, 85% of y'all can kiss my ass because you're stupid anyway. You're going to make a retarded ass decision. But for those of us that are smart, for those of us that what's the word? Prioritize survival and prioritize positivity on the planet Earth, come with me. Come with me. Because I got us. Like always, I got us. And I do want to say this. I had us in the street. I had Buffalo, New York in a prison, in Wyoming, one of the worst prisons in the goddamn country. I also had the country, held the country down, okay? Now I'm holding down the world. So I've been the hardest out on every level. Now I just need my gold while I'm here. You guys can keep the flowers. I want the gold. And with that being said, I want my gold that I worked hard for. And everybody else should get what they worked hard for. And I think out of all of this, people just simply want the credit for what they've done. Simple. Now with that being said, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I guess we up. Gang. Not gang signs, they're mudras. Love y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Nothing but pressure for these niggas. You feel me? Pharaohs. Heard you out here trying to make America great again. Well, how about we make the streets militant again? fall in line, nigga, and follow orders.